Hey, what's up guys? It's Thursday morning and I'm walking up to this estate sale. The parking's a little bit down the road. Hey, check it out, it's right on a lake. People are doing like rowing and stuff. It's kind of cool. There it is up there. I'll see if I can film when I get in there. Alright guys, I really wasn't able to film in there because it was like a hoarder house and there was a lot of people in there. There were some folks in there. It's like they hadn't eaten in weeks and somebody just threw out like buckets of food. And people were just going through stuff and like all in everybody else's way. Estate sales typically aren't really my scene. I've actually never bought anything at an estate sale up till today. There was a whole lot of stuff, especially in the basement, but the stuff was so packed together that you couldn't even really get to it. And plus people kept on coming down. It was a very small basement and I kept on having to get out of people's way. So I just decided to get the hell out of there. But let me show you guys what I bought. I got that cleaver right there. It's a case chromium. And then there was this Masonic Holy Bible that looks like it's in pretty good shape. I guess it has the original owner's daughter's photographs. It looks like a similar Bible sold recently for $31 plus shipping. The cleaver's in kind of rough shape, but I think I might be able to get between 20 and 25. The guy sold me both of those items for $5. He actually gave me a card so that I can follow his estate sales. I would definitely go to more of them. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here because it's still packed with people trying to park out here and stuff. Hey, what's happening? I'm over here in the van and it's, you know, probably about 10 after 11 and I've already went into the Salvation Army and it wasn't loaded with stuff, but I did pick up a couple of items. I found this small KitchenAid food processor. I actually saw them working on this Tuesday, so it's probably been sitting in there for a couple of days. I got it for $2.55, which is really a good deal for this. You can usually make a little bit of money on these. I typically just part them out. For instance, this bowl sold for about $18 free shipping, and then somebody paid $9 plus shipping for the lid. I'm not seeing the blade, but I'm sure I could probably sell that as well. I saw the lady put this out, so I had to go see what it was. And it's a Zoji Rushi, I think it's called. And this is made in Japan. It's a coffee maker. I paid $3.40 for it after discount. There are a couple ways to attack selling this. One way is to just sell it as a whole unit. You got to make sure you test it and everything's working properly. I don't recommend doing that, and the reason that I don't recommend doing that is because there's a possibility that somebody is going to message you and say, hey, it doesn't work right. It's not getting my coffee hot enough. And sometimes they do this so that they can get a free item. If at all possible, I try to just sell the parts. That way I don't have to worry about that kind of drama. Whenever you sell a part, like a pitcher or a knob or a piece of plastic or something, it either works or it doesn't. It's either broken or it's not. So there's no way to really claim like subjective breakage, so I just try to, whenever possible, I just try to sell the parts. I'm not sure how well you guys can tell, but there's actually a George Foreman rotisserie back there. And I got it from that Begin Again consignment shop right there. They always have a bunch of free crap over there. And today they just happened to have a free rotisserie, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Over the last few years, I've sold quite a few Ronco Showtime rotisserie parts, but I've never sold a George Foreman part for a rotisserie. It looks like the parts can sell for a little bit of money. Like somebody sold a door for $15 plus shipping. Somebody sold the spit bars for $12.50 plus shipping. I've also got this item there too. That sold for like $29. I know I got the basket in there. That sold for like $25. I'm not sure if I have all these extra parts down here. I'm just gonna have to take a closer look. But I'll go in there and break it all down, and when I get into a listing mode, I'll just start listing all those parts, and I'm sure a lot of them will sell. But at the very least, I can take comfort in knowing I didn't have to pay a single penny, except for the cost of the gas to get up here, which is much more than a penny, but I think it was still worth it. I'm probably gonna sit around here for another half an hour, then I'll probably run in, and then I'll probably go check out the More Than a Thrift. I probably won't stay out too late today. I'm hoping to go home and get a little bit of work done. Hey, what's happening, folks? I just pulled up at the old homestead. I went into the Salvation Army that second time, but it was a no-go. I ended up having a conversation with Jimmy, and it was actually a pretty nice conversation. Then I decided to go over to the transfer station, and something amazing happened. I walked in, and I found 6 of these boxes. And this is straight up genuine HP toner ink. It looks like 2 boxes sell for around $160. So they're selling for about 80 bucks a box. So that's going to be a $480 bill. It'll probably be about 100 bucks or so in fees and shipping, but at the end of the day, it'll be close to 400 in my pocket. I also got this needlepoint kit there. It's a Burnett Arrow set, and it looks like they sell for about $30 plus shipping. This one also has the foam, but the foam looks kind of beat up. But I think I could probably still get around 30 bucks for it. Seriously though, guys, I have been feeling mighty depressed lately about not finding a whole lot of stuff. And then last night, my childhood friend Dan sent me a message on Facebook, and he was telling me how much he enjoys watching the channel and everything and watching the videos. And he said some things that made me feel really good, and I appreciate that, Dan. You're a really good guy. And I think some other people could tell that I've been kind of down in the dumps, and they've, been trying to be encouraging and everything, and I really appreciate that. I really needed this score because sometimes when I'm not finding stuff, I start doubting my skills, and I start feeling like I've made a lot of bad choices in life and maybe I should have done something different. But all that negative thinking is not good. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to try to go take that George Foreman apart. There's some good parts on there, and I'm going to see if we can't clean it up a little bit. Maybe I can do some listing tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, what's up, friends? I'm out here in the shop, and I'm hanging out with my friend George. Free George, to be exact. Looks like the door's working pretty well. I didn't see any problems, and it's opening and closing fine. As I mentioned earlier, I've sold a lot of rotisseries, but mostly Ronco Showtime rotisseries. I've never actually sold one of these George machines, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I went over to Terapeak and I checked out the last 12 months of sold comps on all the parts, and it looks like the parts do pretty well. These are the parts that I think I'll be able to salvage. We got a heat shield here, this basket, that's like a $30 piece. This item right here looks like it's between a $16 and $20 piece. This is kind of all over the place, but this can sell for 15 to 20 plus shipping. I think I saw that tray sell for about 15 or 20, and then I saw that knob sell for about 10 plus shipping. I also saw this door sell for 15 plus shipping. Typically, if this was a Ronco, I would break down the heating element here, and usually there would be a motor, but this is all built in, and I don't know how to take this stuff apart. I'm just going to go ahead and take these usable parts off. I'm going to throw this machine in a white trash bag, and the next time we make a trash run, it's going right in the dumpster. I'm thinking I can probably make about $50 to $75 on this stuff after fees. It's going to take some work. I'm going to have to clean it up. It's got some grease and stuff on it, but should do okay. And for being free at the consignment store, I'm very happy about that. It's very rare that I find anything that's worth money at that place in the free area. I think the only thing I ever found out of that box was a Rubbermaid lid. Now the Salvation Army free box is something totally different. I found a lot of good stuff out of there, but as of lately, I haven't found anything great, or anything really at all. But that's okay, we'll still find stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get this stuff cleaned up and maybe try to list it. I've got some other items that I still need to list. I most likely won't be going thrifting tomorrow. I'll probably try to find some garage sales Saturday, and then I'll probably hit the transfer station. Maybe Tom will invite me over to his dump. But I'm keeping my schedule open so that I can be flexible. I might even go back to Chesterfield and try to hit that estate sale again, because there was a lot of stuff that I probably missed, and I was just feeling really stressed out because of all the people, and people just weren't watching where they were going and stuff, and it was just a very uncomfortable situation. Anyway, guys, I wanted to just say that I really appreciate all of you and your support, and thanks for watching. And I have a lot of fun making these videos for you guys. If you guys can just take one thing that you learned from me and go and make $25 or $30 a month, then I'll feel like I've been some kind of inspiration to somebody. But I'll talk to you guys soon. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You guys have a great night. And the reason I like to part this stuff out is because I have a... Would you fucking asshole? These assholes gotta cut their... I wish these frickin' assholes would... Look. Oh, Christ. Nobody wants to steal your shitty car.